One of the final scenes in Dragon Ball Super episode 131 was Goku and Vegeta about to do battle one more time, continuing their epic rivalry. Now I want to have a discussion here on After Dragon Ball Super about what the future may be for the rivalry of Goku and Vegeta after Dragon Ball Super. Not just the movie, but also when the series comes back. Should it come back in 2019 or 2020 or whenever it returns? What is the future of Goku and Vegeta's rivalry? So, joining me on this video, please welcome back to After Dragon Ball Super. He's been on a couple of older editions, and now he's coming back to discuss what they could do with the characters. And of course, feel free to leave your comments down below and let us know what you think they could do with Goku and Vegeta. Not individually, as far as their rivalry goes, just Goku versus Vegeta. Please welcome MJXTV.
What's going on, Danny? Thank you for having me back. It's always a pleasure to talk Dragon Ball with you, man.
Right, always. Now, I did a video a while back called Goku versus Vegeta, the final battle. So in the original Dragon Ball Online timeline, we find out that Goku and Vegeta have some kind of battle. And by the way, for the record, this timeline came out years before Super Battle of Gods. This is around 2009, 2010, roughly, right around then.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, it was 2011. 2011, this timeline came out, and they revealed that Goku and Vegeta have this huge fight somewhere in space and create this supernova. Now, that's obviously not gonna happen here. That's the Dragon Ball Online timeline, and things are very different. I don't think that's gonna happen, but what do you think's going to happen? I mean, do you think that's a possibility for, at the end of their rivalry? But before we get to the end of their rivalry, if there even is an end, if it even happens, where do you think they go next? What do you think's going to happen with Goku versus Vegeta in the movie?
In the movie, I'm not too sure because the weird thing about the movie is we still don't really know exactly what's going to happen. We've heard about it's going to be discussing the lore of, Frieza, the Saiyans, and all that stuff. And we've actually got new characters, which we both covered on our channels. And I'm not too sure if it's going to cover the rivalry necessarily, but it is something that I think will be picked up if Super or another show or another special or movie ever comes out in the future past December, right? I feel like that's something they're going to have to pick up on because something that happened, I guess it's not in the anime, but it's the Kanzenban ending where Vegeta still mentions he wants to surpass Goku, right? And that's not really in the anime, but it is in the Kanzenban ending, and
That's right. And if you want more information on that, check out my video I did called Dragon Ball's Alternate Ending. We talk about that, but yeah, continue.
And we know Toei and all that stuff, they kind of pick from everywhere, they pick little stuff from everywhere. And in Toei's, I guess, current continuity, if you want to say that, there is still a rivalry there with, Goku and Vegeta. And we've done videos talking about that before, specifically you, about why that still makes sense. Just because if Vegeta did admit he was number one, to Goku, it doesn't really mean he's going to stop wanting to improve himself. So
yeah, he admits Goku's number one, but he still wants to pass him because he's a prideful guy, just like in any sport, really.
Exactly. He still has his ego and all that. He's just a more down-to-earth guy with that other side to him. And I think it's interesting because we could potentially see that now with Blue Evolution. A lot of people don't think we're going to see that anymore. Our good friend BG thinks that was just Tournament of Power exclusive.
Black Gorilla, you mean, right?
I kind of disagree with him on this, and the reason that I told him was because
that's his nickname, by the way. He came up with that name. Just making sure.
I feel like it's something that I think Toei brought to us to kind of help even out the playing field because Goku had Kaioken. If you remember in the manga version of Super, as soon as Goku completed Blue, right in the beginning of the next arc, Vegeta got that form. And then now they're kind of equal going off of the recent chapters. You might want to go check those out on Viz. You can read those for free. So if they're equal, I think the lore within the story, bro, is that if Goku only surpasses Vegeta with UI, and he doesn't get access to it anymore after Tournament of Power, it makes sense that they gave him Evolution to keep him equal. So my point here is I feel like with Evolution versus Kaioken times 20, they are equal, they are even, and I think we're back to that ROF playing field where we don't know who's stronger anymore,
But I think Goku's going to use Ultra Instinct again. I think we're going to see that again. I just feel like I think we're going to see it again, but here's the question, is Vegeta going to get it? I mean, one of the biggest videos on my channel is Ultra Instinct Vegeta. Is he going to get it?
It's hard to say because a lot of people, when we got the new form, or I guess technically it's I'll just say new form for the sake of this video. The white-haired Ultra Instinct. Which
Master Ultra
yeah,
Instinct.
when we got that, we kind of assumed, okay, UI Omen was just it happens in the moment type of thing. This is the real deal. But then we found out that he can't use it anymore. So, I don't know, bro. It's hard to say. I guess maybe if they keep training with Whis, they can obviously obtain it because we know the Angels can obtain it, and we know they all have it. You know, at least Vados and Whis do, and the Grand Priest. So, it's interesting that Goku can't access it, but I still feel like... I don't know, dude. Because then the question comes, are we even going to see UI in the movie? A lot of people think we are. I think it would be cool to see it, but I don't know, dude. Like, what do you think?
No, I think eventually it just would make sense, even though I think it would be cooler to, it would be cooler to have, I guess, it be something that Goku only gets right at the brink of death, or something like that.
Right.
But Vegeta would need something similar as well, or maybe he can just get naturally stronger. Now I'll tell you what I don't want to see. Okay, I like the fact that they're rivals. I would like to see things like maybe Goku takes Caulifla and Vegeta takes Kaba, and they train them, and then they kind of put them against each other, like in, training tag team type of thing. Sort of like the replacement of Goten and Trunks, because I just don't think that Super's going to do anything with Goten and Trunks at all. I just don't see it. Sorry, I just don't see it happening anytime soon, even though I wish they would. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see another storyline where Vegeta goes evil. That I don't want to see. They've kind of done it to death at this point, where Vegeta goes back to being evil. Majin Vegeta was, of course, the one that I thought was executed perfectly, because of what ended up happening in his eventual sacrifice and his character arc. I thought that worked out very well. In GT, we have Baby Vegeta, which, of course, is not actually Vegeta's doing things on his own. It's him being, I guess, zombified or whatever,
Right.
controlled by Baby. It's not really Vegeta, but it's still like a form of evil Vegeta. And then we have, of course, the Potafu arc, which is like, okay, we have to figure out a way to have Goku and Vegeta fight again and make it serious. So let's do this, sludge Vegeta. Like, that was kind of like, okay, we're reaching here. I just don't want to see that ever again. I don't mind seeing them fight training-wise and really go at it, but I just don't want to see Goku and Vegeta be enemies like that, where Vegeta goes evil again. I don't want to see that. I know some people want to see an evil Goku, like an actual Goku turning evil. I think that would be pretty damn terrible. I don't want to see that either. What were we going to say?
Well, we already kind of got that with Goku Black, so...
No, I'm talking about Goku actually being evil.
I don't know, because I don't think I would like that, because the whole idea of that is to see, a personification of an evil entity that looks like Goku versus Vegeta, because like you said, we've gotten it for so much with the original series and with GT that once that ended back in the 90s, so much fan art came out about what if it was the tables turned, but we still kind of got that with Goku Black. It's still a Goku body versus a Vegeta, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, it's like a cheap way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I'm okay with them doing that. I just don't want to see any more of that. I want there to be new rivals and new enemies for these guys, in the future.
Well, here's my question for you, though, before we end this.
Yeah.
What do you think about UI and Vegeta? Would you want him to get that alongside Goku, or would you want him to continue with this whole evolution thing and push that?
My personal opinion, I asked Horikawa that at Kamehacon, and he said he thinks that Vegeta should get his own form. I agree with that. I think Vegeta should work on mastering, I guess you can say, the evolved SS Blue.
Right.
And I think that the trick should be that Vegeta can raffle stomp Goku at any time he wants, unless Goku gets UI. And the trick is to just have Vegeta kind of tap into that on his own, on his own free will, versus having to, I guess, have his brain melted like what happened with Goku or whatever the case is, him being emotionally distraught. I would like that, but I think Ultra Instinct Vegeta is like such easy fan service for a lot of fans.
Right.
And I think people would love it, and I think it's like an easy way to sell toys. So if I'm thinking logistically based on what Toei does, I just don't see it being a thing where Vegeta won't get it for just merchandise purposes. But at the same time, I mean, they do skip forms. Vegeta did not get SS3, right? He didn't get God. So maybe he's going to skip Ultra. I don't know. But the thing is, I have no idea. But I like the idea of him getting his own power. That's what I like.
And also,
what about you? I mean, yeah.
I just wanted to say this really isn't us, bagging on the Goku character for the Goku fans out there. Obviously, if Vegeta does have a stronger form, remember Goku can still get stronger in bursts with the Kaioken, you know, so it still evens itself out because Goku does have the Kaioken technique, which Vegeta doesn't, you know, so it's still an even playing field.
Yeah, even though I do feel like Evolved Blue is more powerful than Kaioken, based on what we saw, I think that. But again, like you said, it's difficult to say because they never really go that deeply into it.
Right.
You know, we never really see like, and plus, Kaioken's still a big strain on Goku's body, no matter what. You know, but as far as their rivalry goes, I just don't want to see them fight again. To be honest, training is fine, but like having somebody go evil and it's just not something I'm interested in, to be honest with you. I like the idea of them building up their students to fight each other, but I just don't want to see them fight and you know, oh my God, Vegeta, how could you? Goku, how could you? I just feel like that's an antiquated idea at this point. It's already been executed so well in Z, there's no need to do it again.
I agree with that.
Let us know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to check out MJXTV. I'll leave a link to his channel. Thanks for being here, bro.
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure.
We'll talk to you soon.